When I was a kid, we got these service merchandise catalogs every year, and we kept them in a stack in a little alcove under our living room coffee table. And my brother and I would take them out all the time and just flip through them and look at all the things that we wish we could own, especially toys. So here is the catalog from 1982, 1983, and this is going to be the first time I've looked at it since 1987, and it's now 2023. Let's take a look. Okay, so the home computer, yes, we had the Commodore 64. We had the tape deck as well. We didn't have the floppy drive, we had the tape drive. I remember borrowing an old tape recorder like this and recording myself saying, hey, Mom, come over here. Come look at this. And just hiding the tape recorder on a chair in the dining room, sliding it under the table, hitting play, and then running into my room. And my mom would be in the kitchen washing dishes, and she would hear me, calling for her, and she'd be walking around. Where are you? Where are you? Yes, I'm here. What do you want? And then I'd come walking out from the other direction. Ha ha. These jewelry ads, I believe this is where I found out, your birthstone, and we would look. My brother and I would look at whatever jewelry had our birthstones. I had it easy. Mine was the diamond. My brother's was an opal, so I think I win in that regard. But I don't really wear jewelry. I never have. It's not my thing. These Italian horns, I remember my mom would always get these. Smurfs. Star Wars watches. Oh, my dad had this Omni calculator watch. Boy, forgot all about that. I remember flipping through this as a kid thinking, what do you do with all this garbage? Like so many candle holders and big aluminum trays or silver trays. I mean, I'm sure they're not aluminum. They're probably silver. No, they're probably aluminum. But what are we doing? We serving food to 30 people every night? And shopping at service merchandise? Put it on layaway. Remember these sauce spoon holders? The wood. Gosh, we had that whole set of those stupid wooden things. I say stupid because, I only cook TV dinners, but probably, most normal people look at this stuff and say, yeah, I have this. I use it. I cook. What's wrong with you? Lots. My mom's second husband was really into collecting Emmett Kelly stuff. Of course, that, that's a decade after this catalog came out. Look at these old 1982 models. What the heck are these? Shrunken Heads? The Laughing Head Yodeler. Tug on the tie, water sprays out the mouth, the eyes blink, the tongue rolls in and out, then hear him yodel. Well, I guess that's kind of neat. Oh, I had that. Backgammon. My mom loved backgammon. Now she loves coloring books on her phone where you just tap an area and you tap it a couple times and it changes the color. I don't know how it works. Looks like a ridiculous waste of time to me. Oh yeah, looking through a catalog from 1982 isn't a ridiculous waste of time, Kevin. Oh, we had a great cuckoo clock. I tried to buy a similar one to the one we had off eBay, but they're $550. You want to get the one with the 3 weights because that has more stuff that move. We had the guy, they're sawing the log of wood, chopping. Of course, the birds come out and tweet and they move and the whole thing. It's really cool. I didn't appreciate it enough as a kid. Though one of my morning chores was to pull the chains and make sure all those little metal acorns, or large metal acorns, are pulled up to the top. One day I have to get one of those cool cuckoo clocks again. I hope. Yes, we had that right there. Look at that. Diana Swag rain lamp. I found one of these on eBay too, but it was really expensive. And they had this type of model too, but no, I want that one. We had, like, you know, the magazine rack, and it would have our service merchandise catalogs, our Hulk magazines from the 70s. It's funny how you think back to, you know, a time when you had like 5 magazines for, you know, half a decade, and you would just reread them over and over again. Or my brother and I, we had 40 comic books on a stack between our bedrooms, and we would just keep rereading them every day. You know, now I got like 5 billion of everything, and I don't even look at any of it. And I'm running out of time. My mom had, I think that one. I thought it was kind of neat because you could turn the knob or whatever, and the lights would change color from like white to pink to yellow or blue or something. Why would you need that when putting on your makeup? Where are you going to walk to that's full of pink or blue lights? And you got to make sure your makeup looks just right for the blue light room. Oh, yeah. I think this is the one we had. Good gosh, my brother loved that thing. He still loves popping popcorn. It's like his thing. Yeah, we had one of these can openers. I wish they'd bring these back because the modern can openers don't make any sense. I can't figure them out. They're too hard. I think that's the one we had. I had to make my mom's coffee every morning for her and taste test it. You know, like testing for poison for the king. Or queen, I'm sorry. Fish sticks in a toaster oven. My childhood. Those fish sticks? I don't know. I don't eat them anymore. Now I eat everything out of a microwave. The Polaroid. You know, my daughter has a Polaroid camera now. Isn't that fun, you know? It's kind of like a retro thing. A little radio. Hang it from a flower pot hanger outside to play music while you're mowing the lawn. That's what I remember watching my dad do. Now I just have my iPod and Raycon earbuds in. So much better, and yet somehow less cool. And yet I still listen to the same music. Boom boxes. Set that on the ground, pull out your cardboard, start breakdancing. Look at this big stack. All of this for what? Equalizing, bass and treble, or whatever. I don't know. It's like, that's overkill. Good gosh, but I remember that, you know? People get all that and figure out the best way to listen to their music. How about you just, you know, play it the way it was recorded? Remember these speakers? But they have the big screen in front of it, so you couldn't see that all the speakers were blown out. You just hear them rattling. But they're so giant and expensive. Are they expensive? How much are these things? $150. You adjust that for inflation, that's like $150,000 today. Or thereabouts. I had one of these little Casio keyboards. Not back in 82 though. I'd say, you know, maybe around 1988. I learned how to play the solo, the Eddie Van Halen solo from the song Jump on it. Just the right hand part. Look at these guys. We're manly. I'm manlier, I have a mustache. Well, I'm a lumberjack. They're so scrawny. This is the man section. Okay, spoke too soon. You get strawberry shortcake in the man. Hey, G.I. Joe! Oh my gosh, a Pac-Man backpack. I have this. My gosh, I think I got it in 1983. I still have it. This exact one. It's in the other room, across the hall. Oh, I remember these old junky weight sets. It's like hollow plastic full of a little block of concrete. Yeah, when you're a little kid, it's heavy, but as an adult, it's ridiculous. They weigh as much as air. It's weird. They didn't have, like, you know, metal plates. It's just this garbage. Of course, now you don't even get like the metal plates that I have, which came out a few years later. Well, the metal plates had always been around, but you know what I mean. But now everybody has those giant, like really gigantic plates. It looks like they're lifting 1,000,000 pounds, but really it's all rubber. Because if you ever watch this stupid videos online of people lifting weights, for whatever reason, there came a point in time where people couldn't set the weights back on the ground. They have to drop them, and then they just bounce like a bouncy ball. It's because they're rubber. I can't drop my weights. They're just solid iron. They'd crash through the floor, end up in China. Look at these dorks. They're posed like they're racing super fast, but they got one foot on the ground because they're not going anywhere. This is just ridiculous. Okay, Gary Gnu. I think that's from the New Zoo Review, right? Number 6. Nope. Commonwealth green plush alligators. Just some generic garbage. The Monchhichis. Yeah, that was my brother's nickname at the time, Monchhichi. Not from our family. I heard it through school. Hey, the crib toy. That's the one I had when I was born. And I showed it in one of my I think G.I. Joe, the story of G.I. Joe Part 3, my video, Venture into Vault video here on YouTube. Check it out. Yep. These are all in my G.I. Joe Part 3 video. That's the one I had, the, what's it called? Skadoodle. I didn't have the Etch-a-Sketch, you know, made famous in that Van Halen song. Ooh, we had Spirograph. Look at that. It's the mechanic from the AJ Foyt set that I had, but I guess they just keep reusing the mechanic. There he is again. Whoa! Here we go. It's what we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. The first year, the debut of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Grand Slam with the Hal. Clutch and the Vamp. Steeler with the Mobat. Hawk with the mobile missile system. We had them all. We didn't have the periphery stuff, though. Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. This is pre-Return of the Jedi. What did they have it set up on? Looks like something very itchy. Oh my gosh, I had this. The M1 tank. Woo, $50. Adjust that for inflation. And we had the big track. Look at that. Early Dungeons and Dragons. Here we go. My brother's specialty here. My brother had Frogger. I had Dracula. Look at that. Epic. Yeah, I had that. Oh, the Dark Tower. And the Dungeons and Dragons one. So we had all this cool stuff, man. Well, that's it. Until next time.